August has a good mix of fun stuff coming up, a lot of family-friendly, wholesome stuff, horses, festivals, parades, fishing with the kids, kayaking, Bluey, and the killer roller coaster. I'm Walt, the Realtor with Murray Associates right here in Springfield, Missouri, and these are the top 10 coolest things to do in and around Springfield for the month of August in the year of our Lord 2026. Here we go. Actually, before we get rolling, we need to step back in time for a moment because last month's #1 event started in July, which is why it was in last month's video, but it bleeds into August, so just in case you were expecting to hear about it in this month's video, here you are. Our event of the month is, of course, the Ozark Empire Fair running July 30th through August 8th at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. This is the big one. Rides, concerts, livestock shows, games, competitions, and about 100 food vendors selling stuff designed to kill you. The concerts include Sawyer Brown, Colton Dixon, Foghat, and Alex Miller, and that last one is free, by the way. And there'll be shows like monster trucks and what they call extreme bullfighting and a night of destruction, which is kind of like a demolition derby except with farm equipment. And ticket prices to all the concerts and special events are surprisingly affordable, but there's going to be plenty of free attractions as well, including a petting zoo, big races, a magic show, and Jurassic Bark, which is dinosaurs plus trained dogs. You just got to see that one for yourself. And I have to admit, as sick as I know I will be the next day, I will be eating a lot of corn dogs, fried mac and cheese, and at least one funnel cake. And you should too, because it'll make me feel better about myself. Advance tickets are $12, but they're more if you get them at the gate, except for a few special days. No charge to get in on Thursday the 30th. $3 to get in on Monday, August 3rd. On the 4th, first responders and college students get in free. Bring your ID. August 5th is free for military, and August 6th is another free day for college students. So it's not bad, right? And while you're there, be sure to go check out all the displays and crafts and whatnot, and of course the livestock. For all the information, visit ozarkempirefair.com. And with that out of the way, we can get things started, or restarted again. Here we go. At number 10, High Tide Theatrical makes the list yet again with this month's production of the play Ride the Cyclone, running July 28th through August 12th at the Lightroom Lounge downtown. This is one of those cases where this event could have been in last month's video because it started on July 28th, but it didn't crack the top 10 last month. But now it's this month, and here we are. As plays go, this one's quirky. Here's the deal. 6 teenagers die in a roller coaster accident. It's a comedy. Anyway, they're in the afterlife, and a mechanical fortune teller offers to let one of them come back to life, so they all take turns trying to convince them that it should be them. And they do it in song because it's a musical for some reason. Tickets are $30, but there are discounts for seniors, students, and military, or you can get a VIP table for 2 for an extra fee, if you've got a date that you want to impress. Visit hightidesgf.org for details and tickets. At number 9, the Springfield Regional Arts Council is opening its exhibition With Every Fiber on Friday, August 7th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Creamery Arts Center, which is right across the street from the Route 66 Stadium where the Cardinals play. Now, before you think, oh, quilts, yay, settle down. There's a lot more to textile art than needlepoint. There's costumes and fashion, 3-dimensional art, tapestries, baskets, and even sculpture, and also a few quilts. The opening reception is free. You'll get to meet many of the artists, and if you've been wanting to support local artists instead of buying another mass-produced picture for your wall, then this is a great place to get started. If you missed the opening, the exhibition will continue throughout August, so be sure to swing by and take a look. You can find all the details at springfieldarts.org, but you won't need a ticket. Our number 8 event this month is the Double B Barrel Bash at the Wilson Logistics Arena inside the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, August 28th through the 30th. So when people think rodeo, they usually think of the macho events like bull riding or steer wrestling, but when it comes to pure skill, it's barrel racing every single time. You're taking a 1,000-pound animal, you're asking it to sprint full speed, slam on the brakes, pivot around a barrel by about 2 inches or so, and then explode toward the next one. Makes my back hurt just thinking about it. This event brings pro competitive riders from all around the region, so it's a great opportunity to see some talented top-level athletes in action, both humans and non-human. The event website says nothing about tickets, so I'm thinking it's free to get in. To see a full schedule of events, check out barrelbash.com. Number 7 this month is a little more chill, especially if you're a nature lover. The Springfield Park Board is hosting its Sweet Summertime Float on Saturday, August 8th. This one's a guided evening paddle beginning at the Lake Springfield Boathouse, floating across the lake, upstream into the James River, and ending a couple of hours later back down at the boathouse. Sometimes you just need to decompress without technology, and if you're not already a kayaker, this is a super simple and low-risk way to give it a shot. Or maybe you're just not up for dedicating an entire Saturday to a one-way float trip where the sun is beating down on you all day while you're busy dodging a few hundred tubers partying on the river. This one doesn't actually get started until 5:30 in the evening, and it wraps up by 8. And when you're done, they're hosting an ice cream sundae bar back down at the boathouse. I mean, how fun is that? The fee is $30, and that covers the boat, the life jacket, the guide, the ice cream. You need to register in advance, and you can do that at parkboard.org. At number 6, Bluey's Big Play is coming to Hammond's Hall August 13th for one night only. The kids want to go because they love Bluey, but you parents, you kind of love Bluey too, don't you? So it's a good thing that you have kids because now you have an excuse to go. But if you're my age, you need to find some grandkids to take. If you've somehow managed to avoid the whole Bluey thing, it follows a family of blue heelers, and it's quietly become one of the smartest, funniest, and most genuinely heartfelt children's shows ever made. Seriously, there's episodes that'll make a tough guy tear up. The stage production brings the characters to life with giant puppets, original music, and a brand new story created by the show's original team. So whether you've got little kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, this one's going to be a hit. Tickets are a bit pricey, though, ranging from $36 to $96, fees included. I know. And to be honest, all of the university's venues are kind of notorious for their online ticketing fees, although this time the fees are not quite as bad as I've seen them in the past. Fees still range from $12 to $20 depending on the ticket price, but the good news is that if you get your tickets at the box office instead of online, you're basically giving yourself a coupon by avoiding those fees. But if you don't mind the fees, you can get the tickets at hammondshall.com.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Before we continue, I'm going to ask a different favor than the typical like, comment, subscribe thing. What I really need is this. The next time somebody you know asks if you know a realtor, I hope you'll mention me. There's plenty of successful realtors out there who are really good at signing a lot of clients, and since some homes sell themselves, they can make a very good living, even if they're not very good at their job. They build some name recognition and then they sign more clients. But there aren't many realtors out there who have actually taken the time to learn how to proactively sell a challenging house or negotiate a purchase creatively. My career has covered sales, marketing, public relations, management, and also counseling and consultation, and I specialize in helping people solve problems. Sometimes those problems are as simple as trying to buy your first home or selling a home that has a few challenges, or sometimes those problems are bigger, and they may include things like divorce, probate, foreclosure concerns, or trying to figure out if that fixer-upper or investment opportunity is worth the hassle. So save my number. Put it in your phone. You may never need it, but sooner or later, somebody you know will. Thanks. At number 5 is the Ozarks Antique Auto Club Swap Meet, taking over the entire Ozark Empire Fairgrounds August 21st through the 23rd. Now, this thing is enormous. It's literally the largest swap meet in Missouri. We're talking 77 acres of vendors, indoors and outdoors, car parts, vintage signs, old tools, project cars for sale. If it has anything to do with old vehicles, somebody's going to be selling it. And there'll be plenty of classic cars on display just for fun. Even if you've never restored a car in your life, it's worth walking around just to kind of take a look and maybe do a little people watching. And if you happen to have an old project car in your garage, this may be where you finally find that impossible to locate part you've been searching for. You can find all the details at ozarksantiqueautoclub.com. Our number 4 event this month is the Family Fishing Fun Night at the Rutledge Wilson Farm Park on August 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. If you've got kids, this one's easy to recommend. For $10, you get 3 hours of catch and release fishing. There's a bounce house. They'll have the cow train running, and they'll have a campfire going where you're welcome to roast some hot dogs or marshmallows, but you got to bring those with you. If you're looking for wholesome family fun type stuff to do, then this is it. And if your kids have never caught a fish before, this is about as low pressure as it gets. If you don't have a rod and a reel for the kids to use, you can rent one for an extra $5, and you'll need to register ahead of time at parkboard.org. Number 3 on the list may sound familiar, and it's another kid-friendly event that won't cost you anything. If you missed last month's Big Rig Night at Battlefield Mall, you have another opportunity. The Discovery Center is hosting the Big Rig Roundup August 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that's just east of Park Central Square. It's a similar vibe as last time, but it's cranked up a notch or two.
These go to 11.
Fire trucks, construction equipment, emergency vehicles, the kind of machines that make little kids lose their minds, and some adults too. There's just something about standing next to a machine that's 3 stories tall that never stops being cool, you know? The kids get to climb inside many of the vehicles, meet the people who actually operate them, ask questions, and generally just enjoy being an 8-year-old. Visit discoverycenter.org for more information. Our runner-up this month is the National Night Out happening Tuesday, August 11th at Meadow Park at the corner of Fremont and Sunset from 5 to 8:30. This is an annual event by the Community Partnership of the Ozarks, and it's an easy one to overlook because there's not a lot of fanfare, but don't sleep on this one. The National Night Out is all about bringing neighborhoods together with the people who serve them every day. You'll get to meet officers from the Springfield Police Department, firefighters, and a whole bunch of local organizations that work behind the scenes to make our community a better place. Now, if you're bringing kids, here's what they're going to remember. Police cars, fire trucks, hot dogs, ice cream, popcorn, games, activities, everything a kid could ask for. And at 7 o'clock, the police and the firefighters will be playing a softball game, and those are always way more entertaining than they have any right to be. And as adults, it's nice to be able to actually have a conversation with a cop or a first responder when things are calm and sedate and nobody's in trouble. This event is completely free and everyone is welcome. All you have to do is show up. Visit cpozarks.org for all the details. And finally, our August event of the month is the Birthplace of Route 66 Festival, August 7th and 8th, mostly happening downtown. If you've lived around here for any length of time, you already know this isn't just another festival. And if you're new here and you're curious to get a feel for Springfield, well, this is it. This is Springfield. The downtown area will be full of classic cars, hot rods, motorcycles, tons of vendors, and live music on 2 stages starting Friday afternoon and continuing straight through until Saturday night. We've already celebrated the 100th birthday of Route 66 a couple of months back with the centennial kickoff, but we're doing it again because doing it twice is twice as nice. I'm a poet. There won't be a parade this time, but Friday and Saturday night, starting at 6 p.m., there will be a classic car cruising event running down East Traffic Way, heading east toward Glenstone, turning right on Waverly right before you get to Glenstone, and then right on St. Louis, driving past the Queens Gate 66 sculpture and down the Musical Road, if you know, you know, and then turning right on National and then back on East Traffic Way. You do need to register in advance to be a part of that. Us mere mortals will be lining the parade route to cheer you on. And there'll be a ton of other things going on as well. The History Museum on the square will have a special exhibit. There's going to be a women's sip and shop event at the Shrine Mosque. The Kindigit auto restoration crew, they're going to be doing a presentation. And if you're a biker, you can jump into the Gypsy Poker Run. There's also going to be a freestyle moto jump show and a motorcycle globe of death. And apparently someone's going to win a Chevy truck. I'm probably forgetting something else, but you get the idea. Everything is free to attend unless you buy something, and I hope you do buy some stuff to help support our local businesses. You'll be walking by a bunch of local vendors and shops, food trucks, and there's a bunch of restaurants in the downtown area ranging from little dives to pubs to casual eateries all the way up to fine dining. If you want to see Springfield at its most alive, you got to come hang out. For all the details, including the schedule and parking information, visit Route66FestivalSGF.com. All right, there's August for you. Of course, I'll be at the Route 66 Festival along with half the city probably. And I'll probably be eating too much junk food and shopping for yet another ball cap because I don't have one that says Route 66 on it yet. I'll probably also check out the textile art exhibit, and the National Night Out is always a pretty chill evening. And of course, the Ozark Empire Fair is still going on, so you can be just as busy as you want to be in August. If you happen to see me out and about, be sure to say hi and let me know in the comments where you're going to be. And if you know of any September events that you think I should add on the next month's list, be sure to throw that in there as well. And of course, if buying or selling a home is somewhere on your horizon, or maybe you're just trying to figure out whether now's the right time, scan the QR code on your screen. That'll take you to walttherealtor.com. You'll find my contact information there. Call, text, or email anytime. I'm always happy to help. I'm Walt the Realtor with Murney Associates right here in Springfield, Missouri, reminding you, if a fortune teller machine warns you away from the roller coaster, maybe grab a funnel cake instead. See you next month. Have fun.